Oh, maybe I should put eye drops in before I start it. Oh. It's Tuesday. That means that it's a usual weekly reset day. Which means putting up with idiots. Hooray. To be obvious, I'm not looking forward to this. The sheer amount of stupid I had to deal with last week was exhausting, and I'm not feeling any better. My legs still really fucking hurt. I might forget it a little as we go, but my legs really fucking hurt. Oh my god. I wish it would stop already. I don't even think this is an arthritis flare-up yet. I think it's just fucking annoying me for the sake of annoying me. This is an arthritis flare-up. It doesn't feel like any of the others. Anyway, I gotta change the crystals out. This as a reference, I have like no wind shards. I've burned almost all of them. I actually had to go and collect some to finish up the 41 to 50 achievement I was working on. So like I had to go out of my way to do extra shit still. Not, not easy. By any means. It's done, at least. And I finished all the rest of them with high qualities. I didn't just speed through it. We got more progress towards getting the high quality achievements as well. I also have the amount calculated for the next one. Which I believe was 51 to 60. It's the Heavensward one. That's gonna need crystals, not shards, but I need to make sure I have a supply restocked. I don't remember 100% what else I need. And some of the other recipes do have shards in them. There's occasionally one or two that has shards somewhere. Alright, I gotta attend to them first. Luckily, once they're finished, I can leave them here indefinitely, and they won't decay, they'll just sit there. That applies to, I believe, every plant once it's completed. You can leave it sitting there and the game doesn't give a shit. I think the plan right now, though, is Gold Saucer. Then go look at the moon and see where Cosmic Exploration is. Again, I don't have the companion app. I can't just check, and even that, I still want to go look at it. The last I checked, we had the Cosmo Liner, whatever the hell it's called, set up for that new chunk of the map. So you can speed around the outside edge of it. Yeah, I basically, except for that, finishing up that achievement, I basically have not been logged into 14 at all last week. And for a weekly reset as well. Like, I did make some progress. Like, I basically didn't stream all last week, except for yesterday. Basically, weekly reset and then a tiny bit of RuneScape yesterday. That was it. It's really hard to. Well, last week there was cramps and all. That seems to have chilled a bit. At the very least, I'm not in agony every couple of hours. But it makes it really hard to sit here for long periods of time in a position that's conducive to using the model. So I can't lean back and go full goblin mode sitting in my chair. Because then the camera won't be able to see my face. And then I can't do anything. Oh, hey. This is the second fucking time I've come in here in the middle of a red alert. I'm not gonna bother. There's barely any time. We're only here to take a look at what the fuck's going on. This actually hasn't advanced at all. This is the last one I saw, actually. This is the Cosmoliner through that extra part of the map. As you can see, it goes over and then it goes around. There's one checkpoint in the middle. Yeah, no, it hasn't advanced. There's barely anybody in here anymore, because anybody who really gave a shit about this speed ran through it already. I really don't know what the fuck SE was thinking with any of this. This was so badly planned out. Like, at most, you might get people coming in here to do the daily, because it gives them enough to run the roulette at least once. For the most part, no. People are already fucking done, for the most part. So I need to do ground supporter. Ground supporter, and then a couple more cosmic fortunes. Everything else is pretty much attached to critical missions. And, you know, just unlocking the different tiers. I still don't know why this gives tier 1 EXP, because it's the easiest to get, but okay. Yeah, this was such a badly thought out and designed piece of shit. Sorry, SE. I don't know what the hell you guys were thinking. Y'all thought you cooked, but like, oh my god, this definitely needed like at least another expansion, in my opinion. Another expansion of like thinking it out and getting it running. It should not have come out during this set. Because now that it's out, they have to commit to the rest of it. Because they've now got what's essentially relic weapons attached to it. So now they have to commit and actually release the rest during Dawntrail. And I personally think it definitely needed more thought, and they should have not released it during this expansion at all. In all honesty, now that it's attached, they have no choice but to release it, but nothing was stopping them from just delaying it and just changing the stats on the items. That's it. But now that it's there, they can't not keep going with it. Okay, that did disable. They're not telling me in one window. Inconsistency is a Twitch is bullshit. Anyway, I don't know what I'm getting this week. Got accessories last time. Yes, I know I need to clean this shit out. I guess one boots token and then some pants, maybe? I think the pants are on everything. There's the boots that aren't. Of all this shit. Yeah. Let's do that. Can we not all die to the fucking giant cloud this time, please? Thank you. I still can't believe that happened last week. That was so immensely stupid.
What inspiration will you give me, I wonder?
Welcome to Sugar Riot's Gallery of Glamours!
Perhaps I'll draw this.
And with a flourish, Sugar Riot brings her work to life.
I had to think about that one for a second. I might be a bit slow. I'm still kind of zonked out on painkillers. Just ever so slightly. I can feel my brain being a bit slow on the uptake right now.
What's your favorite color? An image comes to me. I hope you like it hot and sandy.
Goodness, the rain has become a desert.
How about a little more sunshine?
As I keep having to adjust my glasses because they feel terrible right now. A bit better.
When I think desert, I think of these prickly fellows.
Watch out! It's a veritable storm of needles.
There's something missing. Oh, I know.
Hank, move your ass, please.
Quicksand? Oh, you don't want to get caught
Again,
in
this is
there.
heavily scripted. There's no reason to not have her already in the corner. Or at least already be moving so that the rest of us know where to go.
What's your favorite color?
Thanks, I fucking swear. Maybe stop aiming her into the middle of the room.
When you can't decide on one thing.
I always forget how the fuck this part works.
What do you think of this?
I see that double bomb setup so rarely, I don't know where the fuck to go.
Amazing! They clearly anticipated that attack.
What do you say to a refreshing riverscape?
A crystal clear river.
Oh yes, no, I love being cut off from half the fucking boss. Thanks, dude. One of them over here, idiots! What are you doing, dumbasses? Why are people always fucking like this?
That was too much for the challenger.
What is stopping you from just moving into the tanks?
This is no good. It needs a touch of thunder, a dash of downpour.
One of them always ends up getting, for some reason, run across the damn room.
I have it. Some destruction to facilitate deconstruction.
A massive raging storm. I hope you brought your parasols.
Oh good, the tanks can't be bothered to move again. What else is new? Like, you know, if you guys would move faster, I'd be able to tell where the fuck I'm supposed to be going. But no, you'd rather just make sure I can't actually hit the boss. Need to make sure the tanks aren't about to kill me here. So, last time the dude didn't move because, he wasn't paying any fucking attention to where the limit break effect was coming
When you can't
from.
decide on one thing.
But
What do you think of this?
this shit again.
That struck square.
Throwing me a curveball today, but like, I haven't fucked up yet somehow. Hey, the orchestron roll dropped.
It's all over. Until next
And I
time.
rolled like shit. Of course I did. It's gonna be one of those days, huh? Okay, there's the boots. So I don't have to worry about getting sidelined by M3 later. So now I just need pants. M2 is done. But yeah, no, she's throwing curveballs on that one. Like I said, I rarely see the one where she double bombs, right? Some of them are fixed and others are not. I'm largely guessing with those ones. I feel like anything... Sorry, my stupid cup's leaking again. It's not like I'm drinking one of the colors I'm worried about staining anything or anything like that. Just fucking annoying, because now I gotta clean the fucking lid out again.
To take it outside, the brute abominator means business.
Also, my neighbors literally will not shut
Will
the
the
fuck up.
unenhanced warrior be
They're
able to
such
contend
dicks.
with this chimerical foe?
It's getting progressively worse over time. One of them is stupid loud. He has a deeper voice, so it just straight up goes through every fucking
My
thing.
word. He's used his fetal powers to manifest a weapon. Oh, a brutal blow! But the contender is standing firm.
Oh, I have concerns already with the frickin' summoner. Dude, you have like the highest enmity openings in the game. Why are you already below? Why are you already lower than I am? Why would you use that there and not as cameras in a second? We have 2 scholars, so like, hopefully the other one didn't waste theirs as well.
Oh my, even the cameras have been petrified, and now they're
It's like,
crashing down
this is the
below.
prime spot to use the speed up defensive move. Scholars, not at the easy to fucking dodge shits. Morons. That's like one of the biggest case points for that fucking move is right there, and oh my god, why are people this dumb? I didn't get my extra hit off. It's fine.
Oh, he sent his rival flying. What fearsome strength.
I'm gonna play chicken with us because I know when I actually have to move.
Goodness me, the brute abominator is hanging on the building.
I almost hit True North. I don't need it here. For the dragon to fall off.
He's bounding from wall to wall.
Why do you guys just keep using at it like the weirdest fucking times? Oh, good. It's gonna be one of these kinds of tanks. So now I've got to fucking scooch. Gonna hold Vicewinder here. We're about to get shoved down to the lower level, and I want to save the buffs. You're good for resetting
Rooftop
it.
is caved in. Such devastation.
There's such a huge gap here that I'd rather set them up right now.
We'll send cameras in there at
Especially because I'm
once.
about to hit Reawaken. This
The
should give me
destruction
Reawaken.
appears to have started a fire. Alari, the brute bomber must still be in there somewhere. A punishing attack! Oh, the true power of this monstrous fusion.
Seriously, guys, why are you all so bad at killing the ads? I don't know if I'm actually far enough behind this thing. Well, I'm not petrified, so. Because he does try to push himself out of the hitboxes, I've noticed. Just like a smidge.
What a thrilling battle this! And it rages on!
I don't think he quite has the same, like, bizarro conflict that, say, King Behemoth does. Where if it's scooched into his butt even a bit, it doesn't count as line of sight. Not that one! Hey Dragoon, how about doing your job? You're behind me on this. No? Fucking asshole, man. Do we seriously need this now for healer limit break? We've got serious fucking throwing problems. That healer LB3 is not gonna help.
It's all over. Until next time.
Eh, not my best rolls, but technically I could win one of them. We're kind of at the point where people aren't as focused on any one specific thing. Nope. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're not repeating this. Thank fuck. But like, seriously, if we fucking throw it like, what was it, 6%, we didn't deserve that win anyways. Healer LB3 would not be saving it. Like, that's just straight up a fact at that point. Yep, I gotta grab another box. Really, the solution is to this is to stop using this cup lid and just clean up the other one. Because it's entirely the lid as far as I can tell. But I also don't like using the other one because it's solid black, and if it's impossible to see if there's any gunk stuck in it. So I have to be even more precise about keeping it cleaned out. Sort of just double-edged sword type of deal. Yes, game, you can wait a few seconds. I wasn't the only one fucking causing the problem anyways. Seriously, tanks, you get basically instant queues. Why the fuck do you have to wait for anything? How are you not immediately ready? You should know this shit by now. This monk better be fucking ahead of me on enmity the entire time or I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Cleave! I wonder if you can keep
I mean,
up.
otherwise situations with like, really, your gear doesn't matter if you're ass at the fucking job.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Not to mention, he has the same dashing abilities that I do.
Stylish evasion, well done.
No fucking excuse to not be higher than me. I've seen so many people with better gear who are complete ass at their jobs, and at that point it's like, well, that's
with my prey. Can you fend off
my brain
a pack
keeps
of
forgetting
wolves?
parts of this fight. Like, I mentally derped on that for a second. God damn it. Suck.
Fly true! The earth is mine to command!
Okay, cool. At least one of the tanks is not helping us with those. We actually need everybody in them. They hurt way too much.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
We can't afford to be losing one person on them. I don't know why you guys are so far back. Idiots. What the hell? Come on. Fucking put your brains back in your head, please.
Bear my biting wings! Still you stand. How delightful! Fenrir's power can be wielded in
Alright,
surprising
let's see if my
ways.
brain's completely zonked out right now.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
If I'm gonna screw up anything, it's usually here. For some reason, I forgot how to do this for like 3 weeks straight. Couldn't tell you how. Was doing it just fine. during the entire launch of this for a couple weeks, and then it was just whoop, gone.
That must have hurt.
I had a bad
But
day,
they're
and
not
then
out
it
of
was
the fight
just
yet.
completely gone. So I remember being really slow that day and having other problems, and like having to warm the fuck up.
You're mine! A pack of wolves!
No, seriously, what is up with this one tank just refusing to help with any of the fucking damage splits? Dude, seriously? You're level 100, get your shit together. This is not quite old enough where you can just
Try
fucking
this.
ignore it, yes. The wrong way.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
At that point, I was also just better off holding still right there. Rather than risk getting absolutely shit on by another hit.
The challenger rises again. Can they turn this around?
Basically the Ifrit rule.
It's all over.
If you get hit by one of Ifrit's dashes, you're actually better off backing up instead of continuing running through the chain. Because if you continue running through the chain, you're going to get hit by the next one as well. Like, without fail, you will get hit by the next one. Dumbass, no freebies! Roll or leave! Fuck. I will wait people out even though I've rolled zeros because I've passed on the item. Like, fuck you. No freebies. That shit pisses me the fuck off. Okay, we just have Dancing Green. But yeah, no, if you... Oh, right, I spent those. It's like, right, I spent those last week. But yeah, if you keep running during Ifrit's dashes, you will just die. If you get hit by one, you are guaranteed to keep getting hit by them if you just keep running forward. If you get hit by one, you're better off backing up. Well, assuming you're along the edge of the arena anyways. If you're standing dead middle, you're dead anyways. Then you're getting hit by every single one. I still can't for the life of me figure out why this one Hollow Knight short's still doing so well. What is the watch period here? About a month. About a month. This thing was posted back in 2023 and it's gotten 300 views. Granted, that's with the changed numbers, but still. It's gotten more views than the two I just recently posted. Fucking wild, man. Absolutely fucking wild. Like, I don't even feel I edited that one all that well. Then again, I'm kind of hit and miss on some of the ones I've been posting. I kind of just have to fucking gun it and hope for the best. Also, like with PvP clips, it's really hard to edit them into anything remotely visible. And that has a lot to do with how much I move my camera around, though. I move my camera around a shocking amount during PvP. It never quite occurred to me how much I'm doing that. Also, PvP ones, there's always some, like, horrible bitrate issue, because there's only so much I can do on that front. I'm streaming at, I believe it's 4,000 right now. And the bitrate still freaks the fuck out with PvP. At least with Frontlines, with regular PvP, it's not as bad. There's just too much shit going on. A lot of it I can't turn off in any meaningful way. Alright, asshole.
Are you ready to get down?
The Upstart's Cruiserweight campaign begins.
I've got another bard with significantly better gear than me. Let's see them not accomplish anything again. Like, they're currently higher, but I think that's because they had to burn a shit ton of stuff at the start. The Black Mage should be higher the entire time, assuming nothing goes horribly wrong.
We're just getting started! Keep grooving, baby!
Dancing Green is pulling out all the stops with these things.
Seriously, look at the gear difference up against the Machinist, which is in the same, you know, general class. And the Machinist is now shuffling with them.
Everyone's a star!
Holy fuck. Bard should not be that heavily outclassed by a frickin' job in its same frickin' classification.
Bask in the spotlight and burn, baby!
With
burn!
that much more gear.
An invitation to dance. How will the challenger respond? Seriously, SE, Bard needs a fucking rework so badly. Effortlessly dodged.
It shouldn't be able to hard fucking carry. That's usually the melee jobs or like Black Mage Ecto, but it needs to at least be able to stand up to fucking Machinist. Come on now. Or at least stand on par with Dancer. Which he straight up doesn't.
The heat. Try to keep up now.
Dancer at least has some burst shit to work with.
Hold. Can the Upstart keep up with Dancing Green?
Dance like there's no tomorrow. finish with style.
Like, at least it's like early phases and like around my born, it at least did some crazy fucking opening damage. It's at least like way more consistent and had better uses because you had to kite shit around sometimes.
Back to it, dancers.
But now it's just complete ass. SE. What the fuck? I keep complaining about this because it's just wild how bad it is.
Show us some electrifying moves.
Maybe my only shot for the Luna Breaker right here. Going for it. Because we're gonna get trapped in a bunch of shit I can't do with it.
Bask in the spotlight and burn, baby, burn!
It's not safe. Also, you know, maybe I should actually pay a fucking attention here.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
It's not safe.
They're back on their
Come on.
feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Dancers, take it away!
Yeah, there was almost no room to use it there.
It's all over. Until next time.
Yeah, that much extra gear and you're still struggling to beat the machinist that's lower than you. And consistency-wise, I was still higher entity. After, you know, the early numbers had settled out. Jesus fuck, no, SE. SE, it needs a fucking buff. It should be able to hold the fuck out on its own. If you get a shitty DPS setup in any other fight, you can't carry at all. That's why I kind of hate using Dancer these days. It's fine in like the 8-player stuff sometimes, but 4-player stuff, oh my god. You feel it when your partner is absolute ass. There's like, Dancer feels shit to play when your party's garbage, Sage feels shit to play when your party's garbage, and 4-player content. And it's just completely impossible. Like, if your tank's bad in 4-player content with Sage, it feels horrendous. It feels absolutely horrendous. It's bad with the others. For Sage, it's just completely impossible. So I basically stopped using it in 4-player content. I fucking can't. Outside of, like, leveling? Absolutely not. Even then in leveling, it's just like, oh, good. I get to suffer because the tank can't do their job. Nice. With Bard and Dancer, it's the same thing as like, oh, good. My other DPS in this 4-player group is so bad that it's now going to take us 5 times longer to run this very simple piece of content. And not because they're not geared, but because they physically can't play their job correctly. Or even, like, half-ass it. Like, it's not a good sign when you feel like you're being punished because you want to play a specific job. Which is how I usually end up feeling with those three in particular. Sage's problems kinda aren't as bad if I'm doing them in 8-player content. Sort of. Alliance raids kind of suck when your team is actually good, ironically. Because then you just don't get MP back. So much of your MP is tied into these instant heals, giving you back MP. So when your team's just actually doing well, it's like, oh, good. I guess my MP bar is just going to be half empty the entire time. It's an ironic problem, but it is kind of a problem just for a very dumb reason. My retainer was back. I remember that happening. That was a while ago, though. I still have a bunch of, different crafting achievements I have to do where I'm gonna need shards for sure. So I do actually have to make sure I'm collecting some soil. It's not like I'm gonna overstack it at any reasonable rate, so we should be fine. Caffeine consumed. At this point, I'm only justifying the caffeine by the fact that it's a painkiller. But I don't think it really does anything for me, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel that much more awake or aware of what's going on around me, so, yeah. Nor do I really feel any specific desire to consume said caffeine. Or go out of my way to feel that way. So, I don't know. I don't know what's up. I think I might just have a weird tolerance to it unless I'm anemic. In which case, I really shouldn't be drinking it. But anemia seems to be under control right now. We're fine. At least I will assume I am. Otherwise, I don't know why my doctor's insisting on frickin' blood tests every 3 months. I assume if it was going to be an issue, she wouldn't be making me do that. Anyway, I gotta figure out what else to do. I think what I'm gonna do, though, is I'm gonna take a break here. I know we haven't reached an hour, but this is the best spot for it. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna get more to drink. Run some ads. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I hit the wrong button again! What a dumbass! Ah! Also that reminds me, I don't think it's... Actually, I have no way to know which channels got it. They're doing a new test for ads. So they won't be anywhere near as fucking obtrusive. They'll still minimize the window a little. But they won't completely consume the content. They're apparently running tests. I just don't know. Oh, they're fucking inform people half the time when they're running those tests all that well. Yeah, no. Hopefully that test succeeds because it is a way better fucking idea than whatever the fuck they've been doing lately. I gotta figure out what to do. The main plan was, you know, do raids. I don't know what specifically I'm doing now. I should probably go back to the moon and at least get the daily stellar stuff done. Do I want to? No, not really. Fuck that. Fuck that content. I should work on it periodically just to get the frickin' things done. Oh, shit. Did I do... Okay, I guess it doesn't matter if I didn't play all last week. I think I meant to do custom deliveries and didn't do that. There's another one of those. Do I can't... Really? Yeah, no, it really doesn't matter if I ended up not playing it all last week. So, like, I would have bought the damn things. I'm just trying to think here. There was a very dumb plan. So, I figured out quite recently. They added neon green dye into the game. I don't remember if that was like the cosmic exploration stuff that added it in or what. But we now have neon green dye in the game. And it occurred to me I can basically make a green screen out of it. The plan was to potentially buy an apartment and see if I could set that up. I just don't know where I'm setting the apartment up. Probably, if I'm gonna be honest, probably the Shirogane one. Just because it's out of the way and gives me another extra teleport to an area that'd be a pain in the ass. I think that was the plan, because I have other ways of getting to Ishgard. The other option. That was kind of the idea, though. Let's see. My brain's not working. I have to actually go to Kugane to get there. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that now. And then I can figure out what I want to do after. We're not going to do a full apartment decoration, but I am going to see if I can set this up. And then I'll figure out what to do with the space. Besides possibly more storage. Wait, can I get there from here? I may need to actually have access. Hold on. Essential. Residential 28 subdivision. Oh yeah, I wonder if that cursed ass thing is still around. Okay, to be fair, there were a couple cursed ass things going around. Let me see if I can get this apartment set so I know where the fuck I'm returning to, and then we might be exploring real quick. Let's see how bad things are. Last time I checked apartments in the mist, there was like nothing. fucking bought out yet. Yeah, not even close. It's up to 200 apartments, I believe, for each single instance. Oh, I don't have the money for this on me, do I? Hold on. I think I was 500? Question mark. Wait, why is there no bell in here? Let me scrounge up some cash. Hold on. I don't carry most of my cash around on me to basically prevent dumb shit like this. This one's too good to let go, though. Okay, so now we have an apartment again. I had one in the mist for a while that I was using as storage. And then decided I didn't really need it because they actually improved the storage situation. So I got rid of it. Private estate apartments. What's a thing I could do? Oh, we can also add in secondary rights holders and shit. Where the fuck is the setting I'm thinking of? Not that. Do that with apartments is the question, because I know you could do it with it's also not it. There is a setting you can do for apartments that allows you to change the interior design, so you can get rid of the pillars. It's not accessible for apartments. Yeah, that's my actual house. Also, Thanatos technically has access to it right now. Partial access. That's his other character. He has one that's on Sarg. Oh, that's again a completely different setting, huh? What setting am I thinking of then? It's a good question. I might actually have to go to my house to fucking find it. I don't know. Also, I don't think I pointed it out. I did toy with the lighting settings in my actual house at some point. I may have to actually go to my house to figure out how the fuck I have this set. Okay, so it's access restricted already. I am gonna open the teleportation just so, like, friends have an easier way of getting over to Kugane if they want to. Alright, hold on. I have to go see if that cursed fucking thing is still here. I remember this every once in a while when I come into Shirogane, because it's so ridiculous. Hold on. So, there's a whole fucking backstory to this fucking house. When, I was working early on collecting fish for completing my fishing log, I found an exceptionally cursed fucking house in one of the zones. Because, like, the fishing's the exact same in every single zone. You just have to make sure you're paying the right attention to the map and shit. But I was fishing up here by the apartments. I don't know if this place is still there. Oh, when I see it. No, it might actually be gone. Holy shit. No, it wasn't this one. Where was it? It wasn't this one, because this is sunken in. Unless they changed something. I don't think Essie would have done that. It is gone. I'm just in the wrong spot. Hold on. Yeah, no, this would have been it. And there's a fucking Namazu over here. It got deleted. That's kind of a shame. It's cursed as fuck. It was just like the most cursed shit I had ever seen. They had covered their entire front lawn with Namazu. Those Namazu effigies. Those things. The entire front lawn was covered in them. Now, keep in mind with the housing situation. You can push through any housing item as long as you keep running into it enough. The game will let you phase through it. So I got into the house once, and it was playing this super creepy background music that was more like ambient noises than background music. And the first floor was absolutely just filled with random crap. So it was almost physically impossible to walk through any of it. Now, I wish I had done that part on stream because it was so ridiculous. That was just me and Thanatos chilling in a Discord call. And I was like, I've never actually been in here before. So I went in and it was absolutely fucking wild. I wish I had recorded that. It was so dumb. I couldn't believe what I was looking at the entire time. Oh, but this should also mean I now have... Yep, I have a second teleport here. Okay. Also, I don't know why they put these NPCs in here. These are the diadem NPCs. Or no, wait. Actually, I don't even fucking know. Are these the diadem ones specific? Actually, there's a window I'd be able to tell. Hold on. I can't tell. Oh yeah, no, these are the diadem ones. Yeah, levels on the fishing bait are a giveaway. Yeah, no, that's the Why are the diadem ones here? But for those of you who are wondering how I got high cordials, this is how. I exchanged them into steel Sky Pirate spoils and then exchanged into cordials. Off of the Sky Builder scripts. That's how I've been doing it. The current backlog is actually from quests, but that's usually how I manage it. No, I think it was in the first area. I guess the house is just gone now. Then again, I suspect the dude wasn't, like, playing or anything, so who the fuck knows? That's a bit of a shame, though. Yes, game, I wanted to go into the subdivision. Fuck you. But I don't think it would be in the subdivision. As you can see, the map is flipped. Doesn't really matter. It's the same map. They just rotated it to give you some way of telling it was a different map. Yeah, I think it's just gone. That's a shame. Such a weird fucking thing. Also, these have all gotta be together, right? There's no fucking way they all decided to do the exact same fucking color on the house, right? I really should just, like, derp around and look through the housing at some point. Just do, like, a stream dedicated to looking at Sark's housing situation. And what the fuck's going on, because there's some weird shit occasionally, and it's funny. This house clearly only got set up recently. Or he's too lazy to actually do anything with the outside. And again, I keep giving Thanatos shit for having a medium house and having absolutely no decorations. My dude, why did you buy a medium? Alright, okay, let's head back to the apartment and actually screw on what I was planning today. Also, my jog is still on despite everything. Neat. Okay, now, there's a couple ways I could do this. There's a couple different, housing walls I can use. Oh shit, right, I want to go back to my house to see what the fuck that setting was. Hold on. Hold on. Priorities. Give me a moment. Interior design. I can't actually swap this, by the way, because my housing is so fucking full, it won't let me. That's what the view storage button is. It physically will not let me because it doesn't have enough room to stuff things into temporary storage. So it's just, it's stuck. Yeah, you actually can swap it to no pillars. It's just, I can't do that anymore because I've been in here for fucking ever. It looks like that just doesn't exist with this, which is fine. It just means I have to account for this. Okay. So, here is... Yeah, no. It'd be right here if it existed. So it's not available to apartments, which is kind of dumb. I don't think it is. Hold on. Let me see if maybe they shoved it onto the NPC or something. I don't think they did. These aren't just tutorials. Okay. Well, that's a bit disappointing. Also, I gotta figure out what the fuck to do here. With the wallpaper and shit. Okay. So, walls, pillars, and partitions. Like I said, there are a couple things I could do here. Obviously, first off, don't put it directly in the fucking lights. This one I don't think would work, just due to the texture on the wall. But as you can see, green screen wall color. So yeah, texture-wise, I don't think this thing's gonna work. We have the regular white partition, also dyeable. This one, it's got some spotting on it too. But this one might work. There's one I thought would probably be the best. I don't remember which one it was. That has texture as well. White screen would be fine, but then I'm also green screening the floor. I don't know. I don't know. There's another one. Where is it? But yeah, this one will work. There's no, like, noticeable weird textures or anything. This is the other one, but there is some texture again. I'm just not sure quite whether or not that would be a problem on this one. Otherwise, we're doing the that curved wall. Hold on, let me see. So, here's the test. I already stuck an image behind the game window. So if this works, we'll know. It's filters, right? How the fuck did I do this last time? This is how I have the shit set up for... This is how I have the shit set up for the model. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it works. It's not really texturing the shit out of it, which is what I was worried about. Yeah, it is fading a bit around the bottom. I think that's a lighting issue, though. So, noted. There is a problem with it. God damn it. Yeah. So, this is gonna work. The way it's showing it to me in the other windows, it looks just grayed out. It's very funny. So, the whole reason I wanted to do this is because this would let me do, like, screenshots and shit, and then I could use them for thumbnails. I don't know if I ever actually would, but this gives me options. So now I just have a functional green screen in-game. I might need two of these just to account for the width of the screen. But otherwise, yeah. I've got something stupid to work with. Don't ask why I have this image. I think Thanatos sent it to me. And I don't remember how else I got it. Yeah, no, that, definitely fucking works. If nothing else. I can take that off now. Can I just... duplicate copy? Okay, I'm just gonna have to put it in and remove it every time. Yes, remove, please. Thank you. So I'm just gonna have to account for that. That's a bit of a pain in the ass, but what are you gonna do? Also, if I'm taking screenshots, that's not gonna matter anyways. It's only gonna matter if it's something I'm doing with streaming. So, fuck, right. So that one will work. That was the stage panel. I need at least 2 of these. 4 if I decide to set up a blue screen as well. Search. Copy name. Not crafted. Where is this then? Now I gotta do some lookup stuff. I think I had a sudden realization where this thing is. Hold up. Oh no, it's just on the housing merchants. Hold on. This is easy. What the fuck did you just bring up? Oh. Oh, it has pop-ups. Since when does the lodestone do that? Now hold up, I gotta go to the lobby. I'm gonna buy 4 of these and just store 2 of them for now. Sir, I need things for silly business. Stage panel. Stage panel. Thank you. I can also set these a little into the wall, which is kind of interesting. Hey, store these. So now we have a giant set up for green screen. Now I need to figure out where the fuck that die is. Neon green. Neon green. Back to looking stuff up. Can I do that in here without it being a pain in the ass? No. Neon green dye. Oh, it's bought with Cosmo credits. Okay. Yeah, this I can do. That's no problem. So I guess we're going back up there regardless. But yeah, now we got a green screen for silly shit. The main idea being that I put it into like G pose. And I can toy with the lighting and shit from in here. Like, you know, like that. And then move the cameras a bit. Is there a way to move the camera up? I don't remember that part. You have like manual brightness adjustment. They've added a lot to this fucking camera is what's happened. So yeah, I basically just have a giant screen. I can do whatever the fuck I want now. Might have to get a carpet though. Or get those curved screens. We're gonna start with this though. Like this is gonna be like the entire thing this apartment is used for is just this, so if I have to shuffle things in and out of storage, who cares? So I need at least 2 jars of this. You know, this gives me something to actually work towards in here. It's also not that expensive. I have enough right now. And no, I don't know why they're fucking vacuuming the moon. They've been doing this entire time. there's all the neon colors seem to be in here. Neon green. You know, there's a bunch of them just standing around fucking vacuuming the moon. Also, it takes two of these guys to halt the vacuum. Also, god damn it, I need another bathroom break. Seems to at least be working correctly now. You know, an improvement. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take another quick break. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna run some ads again, so at least the prey roll is off for everybody coming in later. But yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, now the question is, do I go back and dye those panels first, or... yeah, who cares about the guild? The menuing isn't too bad with this. Okay. Housing. Ladies and gents, we now have a green screen in game. hitting the wrong fucking button, damn it. God damn it. Oh, this was such a great idea, guys. It really was. Look at that. Look at that monstrosity. This was fantastic. This one is a great idea. That doesn't even look right because the way I have this set up. Yeah, no, this is fantastic. This is probably one of the best ideas I've ever come up with. But yeah, I can use this for like thumbnails and shit because now I basically have a way of completely chroma keying out everything that's behind my character so I can put them on various backgrounds and edits. The only downside to this is that when setting up certain animations, I'd have to like go outside and hit a striking dummy. That's about it. Otherwise, yeah, no, this was probably one of my better ideas. It's gonna result in shenanigans, probably. I don't know how badly, but yeah. Should maybe list the name of the apartment as the studio or something. Yes, please remove. Thank you. I'm enjoying myself. I'll figure out what to actually do with this area later, because I do want to set up maybe stuff to go with the green screen. Also, I'm still surprised I could put this partially into the wall. That surprises me. But yeah, no, this should work. It should work just fine. I just wish I could take the pillars out. I'm surprised that is specifically a housing thing and not, you know, apartments. Weird fucking decision on that. So yeah, it should come up as that now. I even have some of these. I never understood some of the tags. I never bothered to tag my actual wait, did I? I don't think I did. I don't think I ever tagged my actual house. It's like I don't know what half these tags mean if I'm looking at them. Haunted houses in here. So yeah, it'll come up like that. Also, again, it gives friends an easier teleport out to Kugane if they want it. This should show up on my housing teleports now. So but yeah, that goes right up to the ceiling. I guess in some cases I also could put a stage down here if I needed to elevate a bit, but there's gotta be something I can put down that I can make invisible. Hold on. So again, I don't want to use that rounded screen because it's a bit too small and what the? Oh, I hit materia extraction. Wait, why did that one have materia in it? Preview. Because I don't like the curved wall as much. Mostly because it's a rounded edge, I think is what's bothering me. Floor. I guess I could technically replace the floor itself and make a green screen, but that screws me over for certain things. What do we have for rugs? Do we have any... on. It has so much texture, though. I guess If we want to see what it does, we can see what it does. You know, the texture is sort of carrying in a little. I'd have to actually look at the full screen to get an idea of how it looks. I think it is carrying over though. Hold on. Turn. Floor tiles. Red carpet might be the best idea, but it's got lines on it. I don't know on that one. Is there anything that's just like straight up? Yeah, no. I can't even dye that one. Man, we do not have much for dyeable rugs, huh? Granted, it doesn't technically have to be a rug. Oh, right, I forgot about this thing. I have one stored right now, don't I? Nope. No. Trying to think where this one thing is in here. Actually, hold on. Can I actually stick this in the floor or no? Yeah. I forgot I had it still chroma keyed. Hold on. No, I don't think it's gonna allow me to stick it in the floor based on how it's freaking the fuck out right now. That's bathroom wall tiles. I think they're just mostly things that are pinned directly to the wall. Maybe? Problem is it has the gaps in between. Wait, let me move. Game, hello? Let me move. Thank you. Wait. I can snap this onto this wall? Excuse? Okay, there's more to this shit than I realized. I didn't know I could snap it directly onto the placeable walls. What the hell? At least not this one. I knew the other items could be, but this? This is a little much. No, I don't have access to any of these fakes. This has never been an issue. It's... Holy shit! Why does it sell for that much? I guess it's to make up for the fact that you didn't get the house, but like, still, Essie, what the hell? It's classed as a table. It's like walls and partitions are in here. have to look this one up. There's like a stage thing that you can get. And I've seen the damn thing placed before, but I don't remember what it's classified under. I also may have just scrolled way past it and just not seen it. There's so much shit in here now. It's a freaking billiard table. Also, it is also green screening. Neat. I forgot you could get these. These are way too big to be stored in housing, though. Also, wait. Those were miscellaneous. Are only some of them actually usable in housing? What the fuck? Now that is some weird shit, man. I'm gonna have to look this up. That is, not quite what I thought. This might do, though. The problem is there's a line. Nuts. That might just be a lighting issue, though. It's hard to tell. It's like the one big problem with this. I might have to get the rounded screens. Like I said, I don't like the rounded screens, though. Also, yeah, you can see some of the lines if I angle it right. You can see some of the green screen lines. Yeah, no, I think we're gonna have to go with the other one. This is fine for some things, but it's gonna be a problem for others. Really? That's how you attach? Damn it! Well, I guess if I want to put curtains on it, I have to do it a different way. Okay. Okay, game. Okay. Karma key. Alright. We're gonna have to do the rounded walls then. Otherwise, it won't work in certain ways. Problem is, I don't think I can put anything on the rounded ones. Oh, shit. What the fuck? Hold on. Why did that disconnect me in the middle of nowhere? Weird shit. White screen. Yeah, I think the main problem with this one is I can't set objects on top of it, so I may need both, ironically. But, like, I won't be able to find that one out until I actually get something in here. What was it? Shit. What the fuck was it called? My brain's so dumb. White screen. Wait, shit, I didn't want outside a building. I wanted lobby. At least the seam in this doesn't show. Okay. This is the real test. Not through that window, it's not. Yeah, no, not placeable. There are some things I could do, though. Possibly. Again, I need them to figure it the fuck out, though. That might be too... Oh, no, actually... Wait, no, I can't place anything on those because they're not classified as floors. I had a thought, and it occurred to me that thought's bunk because I've already figured that one out. I can place some things on those placeable floors, the lofts, but not others. I already found that one out with my own house, because for some reason SE decided to classify it as a table. So if it's not a tabletop item, it won't go on them. Without, like, screwing around with something and trying to glitch it. Which I do not have the patience for. Yeah, no, unfortunately, SE decided that these would be classified as tabletops. Fucking bullshit, man. Oh, also these are not in any unique place. I found them. They're on the NPCs that sell furniture. So, like, if you're ever wondering about this, yeah, no, they're not hard to find. Ah, sorry. Yeah, no, these get classified as a tabletop item. When it comes to actually placing things. Unless something's changed, then I don't think it has. But the thought was to put these underneath here, but that also won't work because it's trying to latch onto the wrong wall. Also might technically have a workaround, but fuck if I know. It doesn't want to let this happen. So yeah, I need more dye for these. This would work for just like standing shots because it covers the feet. But it won't work for other things. I know there's some tables I could also color if I just wanted to place objects. Which would work up against that wall. I think there are, anyways. Well, kind of. Now that is super grainy. And that doesn't dye everything. The problem is we're butting up against the way SE handles dyeing shit. Huh. I might have to look at this one for myself in the house later, actually. 'Cause I don't think this is the one I have in the little office space. Now, if only there wasn't stuff sitting on this one. Yeah, no, this is the desk I actually have in my house. I forgot this one existed. The top part's really cute. But how often do I have an angle where I can see that? What the fuck? It's one of those ones again where I'm running into the issue of what it's actually dying. Also, we found this, finally. We've looped back around. Okay, enough screwing around around with this. Let's actually go get that daily stuff done in brain stuck. In cosmic exploration. Then probably buy more dye. Seriously, why are you guys vacuuming the moon? I don't think that's gonna work the way you're hoping. You fucking morons. Oh god, it's one of these. Do a quick bit of this. Then figure out what the fuck I'm doing for the rest of the day. I'll work on the studio later. I just wanted to see if I could get it to do the green screen on stream. See if I was in the right direction. Mostly because it's physically easier for me to test it on stream because I know how to chroma key it out. Also, I should maybe go play support on that. So I technically still need to get a few more runs. Alright, hold on. I'll burn some things. Also, that gets me like most of the way there, just on that. Yeah, I should at least be logging in and getting the daily done. I am too lazy for that shit. I am far, far too lazy for that shit. Like, this content's already functionally dead at this point. I suspect people are only ever showing up when the upgrade happens. 'Cause I've come online during peak times and it's not even getting 100 people on the main instance already. Like, I see. Fuck's sake. Like, people are spamming the shit out of diadems still, even, like, weeks into it. Granted, that's largely because they had a leaderboard thing going on. Like, the one we have is not really the same thing. Oh yes, no, I need to listen to your kids scream and slam around in the hallway. Thank you. Idle fucking assholes. Like, I think at least one of these frickin' vehicles is being handled by NPCs. There I go. And I've already got this done. I did all of one crafting mission. Then I'm back off. That was it. Alright. Also, I gotta move some stuff from my, my actual house to the apartment. Did you want to at least put, like, a bell and an orchestrion in there? If nothing else. So there are some things I gotta, like, shuffle around. Really wish I could see that currency stuff in here without having to be, you know, on the moon. No, that'd be way too convenient and helpful. Of course it question now is what the fuck to do. I should go run through Jeuno. God, I don't want to, though. I don't want to put up with other people. It's already bad enough. Haven't summoned, though, in a while. Not like the job's really all that different. You know what? Yeah, I know. As you can see, I actually don't have the eye level to even go into a Cruiserweight with this. I actually gotta upgrade a bunch of shit. The problem was, in the middle of the updates, just decided, fuck this, I don't like Red Mage anymore. Let's swap to Viper. So all the caster gear kind of shafted. Seriously, I do not. It's entirely Grand Impact. It's entirely Grand Impact, which is so frustrating. Doesn't feel right on single target. It feels so gross to use. Like, otherwise, I'd probably still be playing Red Mage constantly instead. I just don't like that one ability. AoE, it's fine. Single target, it feels god-awful. But it's like, you have to use that single target because it does more damage than anything else in your kit outside of, like, your finishers. Also, I see, for fuck's sake, finish adding the edgy glamours. God damn. Stop coming up with ideas, half implementing them, and then not actually following through. Oh, also, we haven't done this in forever. Hold on. Where are you? Herbie! Back. Want more? Yeah. Shit, I would settle for just more colors, yeah. Because it's already implemented. And canonically, there's already at least 2 others they could have put in. It's not like you're having to make anything wholesale. But like, they were like, oh, we're gonna put one in for every primal, and that sure as fuck never happens. Also, hi Kiwi, how's it going? You missed shenanigans. Also, it's gonna take this long, but might as well see if I can grab anything out of the house. What do I have stored in here right now? I don't have any of the extra stored. Oh, you've been lurking? So you saw the green screen stuff then. I thought I had extra orchestrions in here. Or at least like bells and stuff. If I pulling the stools out might help too. Actually gonna have to use this search, aren't I? Yeah, I do have spares in here. I don't think I have a spare bell then. No, okay. Also, one of these days, if I don't delete that image, after the stream, I'm probably gonna be looking at it and being, what the fuck is GS? Because I just have like 2 images there. I know what the panda one is. And I just marked this one as GS because I wasn't sure if I was gonna be leaving it or not. Go. I don't necessarily need a playlist. I just need something to play. So it's not dead in here. There's way too much shit. Way too much shit, and some of it I straight up don't have unlocked. Also, I'm still mad you guys didn't bring his voice actor back for the rest of the fights. He did such a good job on the first one. What the hell was that decision? Also, I may have to do another Final Fantasy V randomizer soon. Just for the hell of it. Really? That's not gonna stay on? Thanks. I have to set it as a playlist. I don't want to set it as a playlist. 5 is the one with X Death in it. The one that's really goofy and lets you, do, like, job combinations and stuff. Named characters, but they can change jobs. But, Gilgamesh started in 5, and now he's in, like, half the games. That wouldn't surprise me. A lot of the complaints I saw was that it was too complicated because of all the job selection stuff. It's a good time. You can get away with a lot of ridiculous shit, and the programming is fucking Swiss cheese. When Blue Mage was released, Yoshida started bitching that I was like, oh, you'll use the level 5 death spell on bosses and shit when they're all immune. 2, level spells don't override immunities in this. They do in 5, though. So you can cast level 5 death on anything that has a multiple of 5 and it will die. It doesn't matter if it's immune to death magic. It will just die. But, I have enough experience with 5 that I can play the randomizer. I just don't fully understand the translations because it's using the SNES version, but a fan translation. They've been trying to get it to work with Archipelago so you can do multi-world stuff. And I think it's technically working, but they had to pull the translation patch out partially or something. Oh, but if you ever want to play it, the Pixel Remaster is probably the best version to try. They went through and did some quality of life changes to make some things easier, like breaking rods upside bosses' heads. It's now just it just shows up in your inventory. You can use it straight from the inventory. You don't have to equip it first and then throw it. Okay, who's on the toaster? But, you know, fun. 5 is a lot of fun. You can pull a lot of bullshit with it. Somebody really ran up that way. Why, though? 11's just because it's an MMO and, like, nobody wanted to run the story even back then. Okay, my heal button's actually in. I'm trying to slowly remember some of the stuff and how I have things set.
That girl is stronger than she looks.
You won't learn much, trust me. It's covering a very, very tiny chunk.
A big fat knuckle sandwich.
And even then, it's not covering it very well.
Here we go. Wait for it. Wait for it. Bam! Is that all you've got? Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Bam!
Oh god, the healers are getting fucked
Nerfine
up.
drop kick to your fat head. Altana, give me strength. By the light of the dawn. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, we're just
Game, I
getting
really hate the way
started.
you handle the placement shit. Like, come on. Really?
Wait for it. Wait for it. Auroral uppercut.
Yeah, no, this ass is trying to eat
Behold,
everything.
The blessed power of Altana.
Tasty, tasty spikes, apparently. I feel super clunky. That is a
Still
weird
kicking?
sensation.
'Cause so am I.
I don't know how else to explain it. I feel clunky right now. I'm so used to being able to dash around the room.
You ready for this? Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Auroral uppercut. Man, is that all? And I was just working up an appetite. This should do it. Take this, and that, and one of these. Now we're having a party. Time to get serious. Wait for it. Wait for it! Wait for it!
Oh, Prish, you suck!
Bam! This wasn't how
What a
it was
time to do
supposed to go.
the fucking extended one.
I've a bone to pick with this one.
But yeah,
But first,
this wouldn't cover that much of 11, because again, MMO.
the only way out is forward.
This is covering largely Chains of Prometheus, if I'm not mistaken.
A forest, huh? Go. We'll look after the girl.
Fucking do this. Oh, thanks, game. Thank you for that. Thank you for pointlessly canceling shit.
What is that? Is some kind of Tural Vitral?
But how do I have aggro? But yeah, you have to keep in mind, being an MMO, I don't remember how many expansions it got. The game is technically still fucking running.
On your guard. I sense something up ahead. Something big.
Like, you can still play it. I don't know why you would want to at this point.
A dragon.
Like, if I ever get around to the concept of doing a Final Fantasy, like, subathon type deal, 11's not going to be included because I have no way of fucking pulling it off. 14 I could do, because it has one continuous story. I couldn't do 11, because I don't know any feasible way to do it. God, you guys are just not healing at all. We are so fucked when we get to the Shadow Lord. Like shit, part of the problem is a lot of the people who actually played 11 never actually finished its story, or most of its content. You basically busted your ass until you got to raids, and then you didn't really do anything else. They tried to fix that by eventually adding in the ability to, desync your eye level, or drop your eye level down because you had to use gear that was actually relevant back then. So like if I wanted to help somebody with a level 30 thing, I had to have level 30 gear. Incredibly stupid. If I'm not mistaken, they did eventually fix that, but like, holy fuck. Maybe do that faster. No, seriously, my healers are just not fucking doing their jobs at all. Guys, holy shit. Holy shit. They just let us fucking die for no fucking reason. Fucking brilliant. It's ancient and it's kind of a sign of its time. You also basically have to run everything off of macros and I believe Lewis script now. You had to basically do everything off of macros before, but now you have Lewis scripts to work with. But it's just like such a pain in the ass. I'm very tempted to also just leave if the healers are going to be this ass at the game and just not do their jobs. It's like, why should I put up with this? Exactly. I'm only doing this for the coin. I could just do it later. And hopefully not get brain dead, motherfuckers. Gonna not play that. to hear that fucking argument from a sage of all fucking things, considering you get DPS out of healing. Fuck this, I'm just leaving. Fuck these people. I do not have the energy today to be putting up with that level of brain dead. Like, raids went bizarrely well for the most part. Let's not completely destroy my mood. Also, this right here is the big downside with Chocobo stables. Nobody cleans them. So it's always messed up like this. Like, SA, I'm surprised you didn't put in like an auto clean and like once a week the game cleans it for everybody. The problem is it costs money. It costs money or it costs gardening materials. One or the other. Because you can't just buy the brooms. But they're like 50,000 gil. Like, who wants to do that for a bunch of entitled assholes who won't do it themselves? I don't even fucking remember where these things are is the problem. On top of that, I don't remember where they are. Yeah, pretty much. Once I was on my own, I used to stable enough to get them level capped, and then I didn't bother. Because I didn't want to put one in my own house when I didn't need it. No, I actually seriously don't remember where the fuck these rooms are in here. I screwed around with it as a result of, Blue Mage. There was an issue. Like, most of the levels I got just using them while trying to do, like, weapon upgrading and shit. The last couple I got because Blue Mage's EXP curve applied to the Chocobos, so the Chocobos just speed ran through levels. I don't know what SC was thinking on that one. It wasn't a very good idea. Just throwing that out there. No, seriously, I don't remember where these fucking things are. There's a way to buy the brooms off the NPCs, but fuck if I remember it. Yeah, but now it's bugging me. Where the fuck was it? I remember seeing them. Like, what the hell? Oh, also, if you're missing a bunch of Orchestrion rolls, yeah, no, there's a shit ton in here. There's the stable? Could be where the stable is. Also, I'm amazed how many of these items are just on the NPCs. Actually, hold on. Our cash honor rolls are way off. I still have to get a couple of the original cards that gives you the mount. So, we ran into a bit of a hiccup with one of them. Mostly emerald weapon. Yeah, that's a bit better. It gives me something very unobtrusive. And I dumped the junker one into my inventory. I think I'm using this in my house, actually. Yeah, I kind of do too, but I'll take that being as unobtrusive as it is. Ah, this will work for now. Oh, right, I have to get a bell as well. Fuck if I know where that one is. Oh, wait, hold on. Mannequins in here. Funny that this NPC has a slightly augmented inventory space. I don't know. I just find that odd. There's just a shit ton of bait with this guy. Look at all the paladin looks. Are you working on an old weapon? Huh. I still have my bucks for Paladin. I can't be bothered. Every once in a while I'm like, well, I got nothing else to do, and I go do it. Just because. Man, I kind of wish that cursed ass house was still here. Oh yeah, somebody's glitched their housing shit out. Seriously, I wish that cursed ass house was still here. If only just to show off the interior of it, because I never did that on stream. Yeah, only original relics I ever finished were Bard and Ninja. Then I started working on Paladin and just never finished it. Then I did like 5 Heavensward ones. Simply because I had nothing better to do. Yeah, shit like that really makes me wish you could set down multiple items in preview. Instead of just a couple of them, instead of just one at a time. Yeah, no, I think the house is gone. That is so sad. Neighbors, oh my god, get your kids to stop running around in the hallway. Fucking assholes, man. Oh, speaking of Yoshi P, apparently he's doing an interview at Anime Expo. So, you know, he's doing shit. Problem is, every time people get the opportunity to actually like ask him questions at like panels and stuff, the questions are always such shit. Never anything remotely practical or helpful to anybody. Also, it occurs to me there's a chance the Namazu house just moved. Like, moved into the new zone. In Ishgard. So that'd be a fucking ridiculous notion. It's far more likely it's just gone now. I almost wish they'd, like, check people to see what their questions are first before ever doing that, but nah, too much to ask. I know back in the day I would have asked if Ninja was gonna get any more enmity reduction, because boy did it fucking need it back then. I was so sick of having to constantly cycle my enmity because the tanks were such ass. Seriously, guys, like, none of the apartments are ever fully used. Why the fuck is there a Bible quote in here? Hold on, I have to. Where is it? He's just fucking with people. Theoretically, it's a real Bible quote. But if serving the Lord seems undesirable to you, then choose for yourselves this day whom you will serve, whether the gods your ancestors served beyond Euphrates, or the gods of the Amorites, in which land you are living. But as for me and my household, we serve the Lord. Good fucking God. Get the fuck out of here, you loser. Nobody actually wanted to do housing. Kind of. It's like, we have all these apartments. The apartments don't have auto-deletion. And they're never full. They're never full. Hold on, let me go back to the first one. I think we're in zone 5 now. Yeah, we're in ward 5. Let me go back to the first one and check. Like, granted, if you have an FC house, you can always build an apartment in there. Like, none of these are ever full, guys. This is supposed to, as far as I'm aware, go up to 200 slots. This is only going up to 90. I might be wrong. It might actually be 90, but, like, I had no problem finding a space to do the studio. Like, guys, come on. That's not the window I wanted. Each apartment building can house up to 90 tenants. Okay, so it was 90. Granted, with the menu they made, they definitely had intended to increase it. Otherwise, I don't see why you guys quite did it this way. There is definitely room to add more rooms onto it. Without fucking with the menu too much. Like, there's still plenty of spaces. I was in apartment 33 in 28 subdivision. Like, they're not even remotely full, guys. They probably intended it for it to be more, and just nobody bought them, so why bother increasing it? Everybody wants houses, not apartments. Even though, you know, a solo player like me, an apartment would have been just fine. I just needed a hidey hole. But I got a house back when the subdivisions were at it, because they weren't being purchased all that quickly. Again, the apartments are not subject to auto-deletion. Aw, aren't you a cutie pie? Hello. Oh, I can't check that because I don't have privilege here. Like, really, all it does is limit access to a couple things, but if you just want your own space, the apartments are fine, guys. Almost lost your money from not claiming. It's not only that, SE didn't do a very good job of telling us how the housing worked originally. Because you have to buy the land, and then you have to buy the building permit. And if you don't buy the building permit within a set time, the land gets deleted, and it gets put back up for auction. Because I remember we ran into a problem with that back when I was with an FC. We had enough money to buy the lands, not realizing you needed the building permit. The building permit was fine. We scrounged it together, but we're just like, what the fuck, SE? Why not warn people on that one? Whereas with apartments, again, you don't have to worry about that. It's just a one-time purchase. Then whatever furniture you want. Dude just has a fish hanging in his yard. I forgot there was hot springs here. I think there's some on the other side, too. Okay, why'd I have to get that close? Yeah, I don't think I'll ever quite find anything quite as cursed as the Namazu house ever again. That was probably like a once-in-a-lifetime situation. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's gone now. That is so sad. God, I wish I'd showed the inside off on stream before. Oh, the funny thing about it, it was a spreading curse. There were 2 other houses that did it like later down the line. I went back to show it off, and at least 2 other houses were also just covered in Namazu effigies. The inside, however, was its own cursed little thing. Because I showed the house off before, I just never showed the inside of it off on stream. Which is the part I regret. Yeah, I just found it because I was fishing here one day trying to fill up my guide and just happened to be within view of the fishing location. Don't sit on the edge. Damn it. But yeah, no, it was pretty fucking cursed. The entire thing was Namazu effigies outside, and it was just random assortments of, like, shelves and tables inside, and absolutely nothing on the second floor, I think, except for the Orchestrion player. I was just dicking around with Anatotes one day, and I was like, hold up, I gotta show you this. And I streamed it into Discord. It was just the most cursed thing ever. That's what I was doing. I was reading the, I had gone to go look at it again. And I was reading through its, it had one of those, notebooks outside for people to comment in. There was a bunch of messages in Japanese. For some fucking reason. I don't know why. It was so weird. The whole situation was just bizarre. Randomly breaking into houses is always a fun pastime. Yeah, I just didn't expect anything quite that cursed. I've gone into a few and I'm like, oh, it looks nice in here. And then there was the Namazu house. Fuck's sake. The Namazu house. Rip a dip. Also, I haven't been in here in a while. Everything is so much more spread out. So if anybody's gonna do anything cursed, it's probably in like the first couple of housing areas. Because people want that kind of shit to be seen. I almost wish I had flight in this area. It kind of needs it. This place is too big. I see. Why'd you do this? This is way too massive for what it is. Also, I still don't understand the point of being able to sell items of your retainers in at your house. Like, who's honestly gonna find these? It's weird that such a bizarre mechanic basically came back from 1.0 to haunt us. You could do the same thing in 1.0, but it was the only way to sell items. He's actually selling shit. Also, the food is actually kind of funny. You're selling 66 Craftsman Cunning 10s, really? In one stack? Oh, hi. Wait, this is part of the house, isn't it? Okay, that's kind of fucking cool. Funny how many of these are using Hingan style housing outsides in the Ishgard zone. Do I what? Hold on, I have to. I wasn't expecting a classy motherfucker with text like "I love lamp." Huh. Go figure. Problem is, this isn't climbable. Like, actually, what the fuck? I was expecting some cursed shit in here. Like, I can't be the only one that was expecting something absolutely fucking cursed, right? With text like "I love lamp." Oh, that's not stairs. This is a bookshelf. That's why it's broken. It's not meant to be stairs. I have the same thing in my house that I'm using basically as a secondary wall. Yeah, I was expecting a single lamp, like, surrounded by things worshipping the lamp or something. I wasn't expecting an actual, like, house. I wasn't expecting a home. I wasn't expecting random NPCs walking out of the apartments, and I sure as fuck wasn't expecting a blue elephant. something weird. Also, they said Azure Elephant. That's not Imeric in an elephant costume, is it? Please tell me that's not, and this isn't just some, like, weird fuckery they've added in. Oh, no. Hold on. Let's see. I saw the sword. Oh my god. What did we just find? Hold up. What the fuck? What the fuck did we just find? Oh no. Well. Oh no. That might have been Imeric in costume to hide, so that nobody knew it was him. Possibly, because it was either him or it was one of the other knights or something, because there was a single sword attached. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, right? What? I went into that room expecting cursed, and I came out and found the cursed. What the hell? Oh, fucking cry laughing here. God damn it. Oh. No, but he actually used a shield. Okay, granted, his shield is broken. I'm gonna have to go back to the VOD and pause that because, to get a look at the sword, because now I'm not even sure. Oh my god, what did we just find? Because remember, they've got this permanent party going on in the firmament where there's costumed characters running around. So it would be a perfect fucking disguise. You know, if you got rid of the sword. Oh man, maybe I should just dick around the housing areas more often. I think that's the conclusion that's happening here. Oh my god. Oh, that is not okay though. Also, like, technically story characters have been seen hanging out in other areas. Like, the Gold Saucer event usually has a bunch of named NPCs running around. Well, granted, without their name tags. So it's not unheard of, but that one might have been the most cursed thing I have ever seen. But yeah, no, I gotta look. I gotta check at some point. Because there's no way they're running around with a sword like that without it being a known NPC. There's no way, right? You like to hang out at the Cactpot board? But yeah, no, I've seen a few wandering NPCs in there during the Gold Saucer events. Which, you know, makes total sense at least. But fuck's sake. I think it's Imeric though, because why else would it be Azure Elephant? Oh, that's just so fucking weird. You're still not over that elephant. I'm never gonna get over that. That's so fucking weird, SC. I'm tempted to sit here and wait for that to show up again, because it will eventually pop up again. Not like I'm doing anything else. Also, you can climb up here with the apartments. I completely forgot about this part. But yeah, this might be the most cursed thing I think I've ever run into in this game. Yeah, no, right? They have a lot of just weird shit. Oh, I think, did they post more of the card art for the Final Fantasy, Magic the Gathering stuff? I've seen a tweet talking about some of it. Yeah, but isn't that supposed to be like shortcuts technically? I don't remember. I haven't been in the Goblet in ages, and nobody ever wants to be there. Actually, hold on. I do have... Where is it? I put it in Discord. If anybody wants to actually, like, look at the card art. June 13th. Oh, yeah, no, there's some new markers on here. Oh, yeah, no, they added some new stuff. Can I sort specifically by new cards? Hey, nice. Yeah, pretty much all the like desired houses are the ones that are around the waterfall. Pretty much all of them. They sell out immediately. I almost went into the Goblet, but somebody I was talking to in the FC at the time was like, but if you put your house here in the mist, you can climb up on the roof. And that basically sold me on that location. I have been there ever since. Oh, shit. I was expecting the twins to get a joint card. They got separate ones. Yo, that looks so badass, though. Alisace is in here. I have to keep looking. Oh yeah, no, they added a lot more cards into the list. Oh, fuck. Tataru got a card, and she didn't just get a card, she got a legendary creature card. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She specializes in treasure tokens? It's very anime. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh yeah, no, it looks like they've put a lot more of them up. Because Thancred's is right next to Tataru's in the list. God, these cards are so sick, though. I don't even play Magic the Gathering. God damn it. Holy shit, no, they added a lot more cards from the last time I looked at this. Also, this explains why, they didn't name the one Yestola card Matoya. Matoya got a separate card. That is 14's version, not 1's version. necessarily want to play. I just want them. Oh, I see what they're doing now. Okay. The LSA and Alphino cards work together. But they got separate cards. I was expecting them to get joint cards like they do for Triple Triad. I'm not gonna lie. I absolutely expected them to get a joint card. Because all their Triple Triad cards are joint cards. Every single one of them. Fucking Hermes got a card. Okay, that's a bit surprising. So, I kind of expected them to just not put anything in past, like, the very end of Shadowbringers based on what had already been shown off. No, Hermes just straight up has a card. I don't know if they would necessarily add Papalymo. I would sure hope so. I'm still looking. I'm only in the blues right now. Fucking Eye of Nidhogg is in here. Van Daniel, which not surprised, all things considered, if Hermes got a card. Last one is the uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is it gonna make me depressed? Fucking Operon, they made me fucking sad that Papalymo died. Laughing mad, of course that gets fucking thrown in here. Go-Go, of all things, got a card? Really? Why? Fucking Go-Go. God damn it. God, there's so many new cards. Still sifting through. And I have it specifically set to only show me new cards. And there's a ton of them. Fucking Ardbert got a card. God damn. I guess they kind of had to, because there's no way of putting the straight up Forte's Warrior of Light in. Because that would just be confusing. Justinian. Kryl. Okay, that one's gonna be fucking confusing because that is specifically 14's Kryl. Who is a reference to 5's Kryl. Why? Why do that? Why do that? Oh, there's Papalymo. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Papalymo deals 1 damage to each opponent and you gain 1 life. Sacrifice Papalymo! Holy shit, that is mean! Each opponent who lost life this turn sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among creatures they control. Okay, granted, it makes total sense. Since his sacrifice was entirely to steal away Shinryu. God damn, that is so mean. Oh, that hurts, though. That fucking hurts. It's very lore-friendly. A lot of them are, I've noticed. Quite a lot of them are very canonical Graha's effect was basically that ability he uses to summon allies when you go to fight Hades. I don't remember what it does, but that's essentially what it is. Okay, Kefka, calm down. Ruinous Ultimatum. Destroy all non-land permanents your opponents control. 2 red, 3 white, 2 black. Expensive as hell. Yeah, it was something about summoning 1/1 heroes. Sacrificing his life for, sacrificing your life for summoning a bunch of 1/1 tokens. And then buffing them or something. Which makes complete sense. Even though they didn't use the Exarch as the card art. Because he doesn't have that ability anymore. That was something he was getting from the tower. And a bunch of colorless tokens. Which are... Actually, a bunch of them are specifically for the Graha card, technically. I think. Because they look like 14 references. Yeah, no, a bunch of them are. Also, did you see the fact that there's like a version of Sid? It's the same card, it has different artwork, and it's all the different Sids from all the games. Even though that doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. It's funny, but in a couple cases, the effect makes 0 sense. Sid Reigns was not somebody that dealt in technology. He just kind of existed. And then ended up being a reluctant antagonist. Just a reminder, I play way too much of Final Fantasy 13. Just in case anybody was wondering. God, some of these are so cool. Oh, they expanded the lands as well. Holy shit, there's so many of them. Which I guess should have been my clue that they hadn't posted all the artwork yet. Because there was not that many listed in lands before. There's so fucking many. Oh my god. This is so fucking cool. Oh my god, I want these. Again, I do not play Magic. I've thought about getting into Magic. I do not have the patience for learning Magic the Gathering at all. Like, whatso fucking ever. I do not have the patience to learn it. It's too, I wouldn't even say necessarily complicated. It's just, it's so old at this point that it shows its age, and I'm just like, I'm not sure I could get into this in any way that would allow me to even do deck building. It's also like the easiest it's ever been to get into it, considering we straight up have an online playable version that is official and run by Wizards of the Coast, as far as I'm aware. Patience is a virtue possessed by few. It's also not like I haven't picked up card games. I played Shadowverse a bit. I played Marvel Snap, but Marvel Snap's also a very, very condensed card game. It does have depth, but you're playing 5-minute matches, mostly. There's other ways to do it, where it's more involved, and you're playing with, like, a health pool. But it's a very simplified experience. It's a 30-minute card game condensed down into 5. Also, fucking bullshit monetization on it. Yeah, no, it's very, very heavy monetization. Technically, you can unlock everything at least. It's not limiting you in any way. It's just like, if you want to keep up past a certain point, you do maybe have to spend a little cash. The problem is, it's so deep in the raids now that it's so hard to get into. I was playing it for a bit. I haven't opened it in a long time. At the very least, I don't feel bad when I've lost a match, because it's either very obvious or I'm like, okay, you got me. It's like, GG, go next. Its biggest workaround is that it has RNG involved because of the area effects. This one I've also thought of picking up, but Pokemon TCG plays very differently than, like, all the other card games. Because it doesn't run off of the same kind of energy system. It has an energy system, but it's attached to your individual Pokemon. Also, the NPCs haven't respawned at all. I haven't missed that, right? I don't know if it was a cycled thing or how the hell I got that to spawn in. I think technically with the mobile one, it does at least give you, like, codes to get card packs in game if you buy actual card packs, but I don't fucking remember. I may just have to check the VOD and see what the fuck is going on. At least visually while I'm looking through the VOD, that's going to be very easy to spot later. Because it's marked by me walking out of the apartment the one time. God, how long have I been dicking around? I looked at my my other monitor, and it's like, oh, by the way, it's almost 5 o'clock. I don't know. It will spawn again eventually. This is not like the ghost that's in Gridania, where it's an extremely small chance to spawn, and I think it only shows up if you haven't cleared certain parts of the contents. I don't remember how that one works. Also, for those that didn't know, there is a ghost that will show up. What was the fuck was her name? Adia? Not Adia. What was it? The chick that ends up becoming a necromancer, and she's carrying around her dead boyfriend's head for a while. That chick. She'll show up in Gridania behind the Carpenter's Guild occasionally as a ghost. Necromancer. Not Necromancer. Not Lollipop Chainsaw, oh my god. Never played that game, by the way. I think I watched, like, the entirety of it from, like, Omega Evolution. I think I watched his playthrough, or at least parts of it. Ridiculous game. What they're doing now after No More Heroes 3, I don't know. I'm surprised No More Heroes 3 got made at all. I don't know, I guess I could just kind of assume they weren't gonna make another game or something. Those are also games I've never fucking touched, though I am absolutely obsessed with some of the music in them. Because boy, did they know how to set up a soundtrack. Also, the whole game basically being one giant dick joke. It's just fucking weird. Oh, that's kind of why I thought it wasn't going to, but it's not like Nintendo didn't keep going with, like, Joy-Cons and, like, small handheld controllers or anything like that. So remember, right, you charged your fucking sword by shaking the Wiimote up and down? On some of the versions? So silly. So fucking silly. I don't know if this will happen again. They don't specifically know how the NPC wandering actually works. Since, well, Lassie is kind of weird, and some of it's probably programmed very differently than what I'm aware of. Complete dumb coincidence that I ran into it immediately. Yeah, every time I see people talk about that, they're like, oh, it's like you're jerking off, and I'm just like, yeah, you guys are mature. But then again, the game kind of had that level of humor. Imagine having multiple retainers. Don't you get 2 for free by default? Was literally that humor. Yeah, pretty much. That game definitely never took itself seriously at any point in time. Despite how entirely serious the plot was, it never really took itself that seriously. Oh yeah, wasn't it fucking aliens in the third one or something? Like, I've only seen bits and pieces of it. God damn it. Where do you even go from that if they decide to make another one? Where do you fucking go? So it occurs to me this might be tied to time of day. It's like Saints Row. Probably should have stopped after 3. So you think the 4th one he's gonna get pulled into a digital environment? Yeah, no, Saints Row 4 is, it was alright, but boy did they kinda jump the shark after 2. Because I fucking loved Saints Row 2. 3 was kinda hit and miss. 4 is just like, oh, good, they have superpowers now. Why did we do this again? Yeah, no, 2 was fucking amazing. 2 is just like, just the right level of seriousness for you to give a shit about the characters. But still over the top. Like, I remember renting that and almost playing through the entire thing in one rental period. It was so good. Oh God, speaking of DLC, I don't think I ever fully completed all the DLC for 2. The one thing I do remember, because I was doing this co-op, was we were on the roof sniping people, and I look across the way, I'm like, dude, I see a ninja. And he's like, wait, where? And then suddenly there's just fucking smoke everywhere, and we're confused, and we're shooting everywhere, and then we just end up dead. Apparently the ninjas had jumped roofs. But it was just like throwing weird random enemies at you. I think there were clowns at some point. The whole mission was just bizarre. I don't remember the full details. I just remember the fucking ninja. The question here is, when did I see those pop up if it's tied to a specific time of day? How long have I been standing around here? I can't believe the stream has devolved into this. I'm only, like, vaguely familiar with that fucking game. What are you specifically referring to? Oh, fuck, right. Right. Technically 15 did something like that, because it pulled out a large chunk of its story just to stuff it in a DLC. Like, very critical, need-to-know information got stuffed into a DLC. Which is why I'm so... If you ever hear me whining about 15 and I'm complaining about episode Ignis, that's why. What the fuck happened to Ignis's face is in there. What happened to Luna Freya? What the ring fucking does is in there. the entire foreshadowing for the endings in there. They kill one of the antagonists off in there, and they never mention it in the story. He's just gone. And then they, like, tried to fix the ending with it, and it just made things worse. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck actually happened here? Insert Mass Effect 3 snark cupcakes. Oh god, have you actually heard that story? The devs said they ended up receiving a package of vanilla cupcakes that had different colored frostings on them. And said A, B, and C. Just to prove a fucking point. It's like, it's the same ending, but in different colors. Like, that is some absolutely fantastic fucking sarcasm right there. Yeah, you get that far through when you're like, oh, your choices matter, and then your choices don't fucking matter at all. So, I found that happens with a lot of games where they claim your choices matter and really they don't. A game I absolutely love, Star Ocean Till the End of Time. You get 3 characters that are technically optional, and you can take 3 characters out of 4 total. But they don't really get any proper dialogue past a certain point. Like, they get these really, like, ham-fisted, thrown-in lines just to be like, oh, by the way, they're still here. They're still here. You took them along. But their dialogue really doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of the entire plot. They're just kind of there. I did not touch Andromeda at all. It's funny, because I remember them saying they were, like, looking at doing a sequel involving, you know, characters that had actually been in the other games, like Garrus, and that never manifested. I think Andromeda may have freaked them out of doing it, ever, so I don't know. Maybe it'll show up. You know, Mass Effect 3 was definitely the biggest, oh hey, your choices never mattered ever. Congratulations. And then they tried to fix the ending, but all they did was really add like one scene that didn't change anything. It was still the same fucking ending. It was still, oh hey, your choices didn't actually matter at all. Also, I would absolutely take the multiplayer that was in 3 as just its own standalone thing. I'd buy it. It was fucking good. Like, you guys have your fucking cash cow right there. It had gacha elements. Like, maybe just update the gameplay loop a tiny bit so it's, doesn't feel quite as old. Hello, an ordinary stranger. How's it going? Not at all. I've already done the, I've already done my, normals. I'm not part of a savage group. I do not have the patience to put up with people that long. We saw something potentially cursed and we're trying to see if it'll pop up again. The NPCs have not shown up again, though. I think it's specifically set to time of day or something. Because that makes the most sense. Since it hasn't come up again. So it may, like I said, it may just come down to me looking through the stream VOD to go find it and see if I can confirm. I still can't believe we randomly saw that. I go into a random apartment, come back out, and there's just cursed NPC. But yeah, while we were waiting, we looked through the updated card list for Magic the Gathering, and that was about it. $15, 20 minutes. Yeah, I may not have enough time to stick around and see if it shows up again. You didn't think to clip it until it was too late. Oh, don't worry, I'll get it later. Don't worry about that. I will absolutely get it later after I've had dinner. Fucking hell, Essie. Also, why would you put something that cursed in the game? No, seriously, I really need to dick around the housing areas more often, apparently. Ugh. A small part wants to join you on Elephant Watch. That would also confirm if it was client-side and not server-side, actually. Because I don't know if the NPC movements are client-side or not. If it's client-side, then who fucking knows when it's gonna show up. Because I don't think walking out of that apartment triggered it. I think that was just a dumb coincidence. Oh yeah, no, Alpha and Omega are client side. I'm pretty sure. But they also might be stealing some of the programming from the minions, to be fair. Because minions' positions are definitely client side. Also, I wonder if this is just in the wiki if we're right about who the NPC was. That's a good fucking question. Hold on. Let's see. Besides, I need to see what the sword looks like, because I didn't get a good look last time. Hold on. Guarantee I'd even find it in here. Ah, ha ha! Ha ha ha! Yeah, it is! it's him. That's his sword. So yeah, no. Apparently I'm not the only one that's caught this. Oh my god, that is so cursed, Essie. Hold on. Let me see if I can link the picture specific. That's not gonna let me, is it? Hold on. I want to copy the link, damn it. Ah, that'll do it. Hold on. Putting this in chat. Oh god, this is so cursed. But yeah, no, I found the image. Somebody got a better look. Ah! God damn it! I see. Who the fuck found that the first time? Clearly. Who is the poor unfortunate soul that saw that the first time around? God damn it. Oh, that is just the dumbest thing ever, isn't it? But yeah, no, that is specifically Imeric's wiki page. That's where I found that image. And so, yeah, no, everybody else caught on. Sir, I think you may need to talk to Nanamo about hiding in plain sight. 'Cause, you're not helping your case while carrying your sword around. You know, the family heirloom. Fucking hell. Ugh. Is there a Spondo and naval flip? Absolutely. Please tell me what the response is later in Discord if you get one. Cause that's probably the most cursed thing I've seen SC do with the NPCs in a while. Oh my god. Also, that was taken at nighttime, so I think it's because it was relatively dark when he showed up last time. I think he cycled to that period of time. What are my neighbors doing? But like, who the hell is going to see that unless they live in this area, or specifically the apartments? Granted, he might technically be wandering around, but he disappeared when, after nodding his head. Just walked off and poofed. Yeah, if it's nighttime specific, I don't think I have the time to... Hesitantly, I think he wanders around. If that's the case, this is the end of his route. Then, because otherwise he wouldn't disappear like that. Yeah, no, that picture is, I think, taken from right here, so who knows? It's clearly the end point if he's routed. So fucking weird, man. But yeah, we only saw the sword when he turned around and left. Also, this mount is bizarrely silent, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. I will hunt him down so hard. I think I've caused a problem here. Also, the fact of the matter is, I probably wouldn't have even noticed him if the NPCs hadn't said something. They were like, oh, hey, the Azure Elephant. I was like, wait, what? Oh, God, he's back. Yeah, no, that's, up Imeric. Oh my god. We found the boy. What the fuck is he? Yeah, that's not even subtle. That's just straight up Imeric. Why? I get that you want to just be hidden while looking at the town and making sure everything's alright, but why the elephant suit? Worth. Absolutely worth it. That is so cursed, though. Yeah, no, it's totally worth leaving that Jeuno run for this. Because Estinian avoids him like the plague. Also, I was gonna point out that it made sense if Estinian was in the suit as well, but, there was a sword, not a spear. God damn it. Yeah, no, that was absolutely great. It was absolutely worth leaving that horrible Jeuno run for that. But, I think I gotta go get food. It's past 5 o'clock now, and I've been dicking around here for like an hour. Okay. Back to my house. Goddamn. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm doing this week. I think I have to do shorts editing and stuff tomorrow. So good. Oh, Carby, you gotta go away now. Bye-bye. But there should be a VOD up tomorrow for Mary Skelter 2. Looks like it's in ref to Stitty and doing that one fate and sending the reward back to Imeric as proof he support. Okay, that'd be so fucking hilarious. Ugh. Oh, that makes perfect sense. Of course, Imeric would end up using the damn fucking elephant suit if he actually did that. Okay. Enough cursed shit. I'll see if I can find the transcript and put it in Discord. Absolutely. If you can find it. Also, let me know your friend's reaction, because I want to know. That was so funny. But, yeah. There should be a Mary Skelter 2 VOD up tomorrow, and I should probably get off my butt and do some editing and shit. Ooh, I'm gonna have to cut this into a short, aren't I? Oh. Yeah, no, I gotta go get food. I'm so hungry. It's dinner time here. I need food. So, thanks for sticking around for Elephant Watch. I'll see y'all next time.